Hello, everybody. Welcome to Misfit Monday, Ravenloft Misfits. I'm Jonny. I'm the DM. For a list of the cast names and socials, check out the chat or the episode description, depending on how you're watching. We stream Ravenloft Misfits each Monday at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. Please make sure to follow us here or follow us wherever. Subscribe to the channel if you wish. Participate in the chat. Help our friends with some inspiration. And if you're watching the recording, please like, comment, share with your friends, do all the things. If you want, you can join our Discord, help us grow. And if you're also listening to the podcast, please consider rating our channel and leaving us a review. Helps with us. But yeah, we want to start by thanking our sponsors. Zack?
Sponsors like Roll20, the ultimate website and tool that you can use for playing all of your best TTRPG games with all your friends. Get everyone together. Got everything you need to be a good DM or player. Check it out. Thank you so much for sponsoring us. Roll20.com. Do we have a website? Is it Roll20.net?
Roll20.net.
Is it? Do we have like a slash though? Like a slash talking XP?
No, we don't. But
well, that would be cool.
Well,
but go check it out anyway.
We kind of do, but not really. It doesn't do anything. It's
not
just
important.
Like for
Roll20.net
analytics.
Best website of all time. Go check it out. You love it.
We also want to thank Syrinscape for allowing us to use their awesome app. It is filled with awesome atmospheric stuff and music and just overall a great music app for any TTRPG that you use. We use it for here, as well as we use it for the Vampire 4-parter that we're doing this month as well. So if you're interested in Syrinscape, go ahead and check out a link in the chat or the episode description. Yeah, so with that... Oh, we're also raising money for the Trevor Project. So if you would like to donate, we are doing a donation campaign right now with that 4-part Vampire the Masquerade thing. So if you would like to donate and help us get to our goal of, I believe, $1,000 for this month, check out the link in the chat or the episode description. But with that, let's go ahead and get into our recap of last episode. So, last episode, episode 36, the escape from Castle Ravenloft. The Misfits were split at the start of the session. Arxes and Sorsha had made their way to the dungeons below, thanks to a crafty smattering of different spells cast on them. Haste by Leilyn, invisibility by Katya, Pass Without Trace by Sorsha, who was then turned into a spider and hitching a ride. After making your way down there, you found a flooded corridor, in which case you began walking into and teleported into the dungeon cell where you heard the voice of Mary, Gertruda's mother. You promised to bring her out, stating that you would go find the key, but then you were teleported into the other dungeon where you found your wife. You found your wife there, and after proving that it was actually you, she trusted that you would bring her out of here. You broke the locks with your Eldritch Blasts, broke the door out of this dungeon, and then, thanks to Sorsha's natural 20 on perception, you were able to make your way out of this corridor without any further issues. You then began walking down this hallway just before reaching some sort of pressure plate trap that sent you tumbling upwards towards the rest of the Misfits. There, Katya, Leilyn, and Ismark had met this interesting new woman, Beatrice. She walked in with a very dramatic entrance of cutting open her leg, pulling out a bullet-sized thing, pulling out a portable hole and grabbing some sort of necklace, to where she began explaining that you all needed to go and that everybody was about to be alerted, especially her and Strahd, who were already alerted by Arxes and Sorsha making their way down. Not knowing if you should trust this person at all, Then you heard the elevator tumbling forward, or tumbling up towards you, and that's when the trapdoor was opened, and Aurora seemed to recognize Beatrice. She said that you could trust her in the moment, and you began making your escape, where you ran to the very top of this spire, jumping off and allowing yourselves to feather fall down to the ground, thanks to Beatrice. Katya and Sorsha, you turned to a bird. Katya, you just walked down with your spider climb. And after all of that, you regrouped and made your way towards the drawbridge, the single entrance into Castle Ravenloft's walls. And there you found Katya's mother, Diavola, waiting for you, seeming to have been alerted and told to stop you from escaping. A fight ensued in which Diavola was killed, but turned to mist, and was able to get away, unfortunately. Then multiple vampires entered the fray, and Ismark, with his last-ditch effort, tried to give himself up for everybody to leave and escape, but unfortunately nobody wanted him to go. And so you tried as hard as you could to get him out of there, but he perished after all of the swarm of vampires came and attacked him. But other than Ismark, everybody else was able to escape, running across the drawbridge and finding yourselves on the other side of this chasm that splits between the land and Castle Ravenloft. So, with that, we start tonight as you all come to the other side of this chasm, this drawbridge. The drawbridge begins moving up. You hear the heavy chains pulling it back. And on the top of Castle Ravenloft, you see multiple vampiric figures. And high up on the spires of the castle, you see the lone figure that you very well recognize as Strahd von Zarovich. A dramatic lightning flashes behind him, and his cape flows in this stormy wind around you. He stands there silently watching you as you leave. But currently it seems that there is no imminent danger. As you all begin to catch your breath with Katya's unconscious body in the arms of Arxes, what would you all like to do?
Arxes just is like, not yelling, but talking loudly so that everyone can hear, just like, go, 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 go. Don't stop, doesn't matter where, just go. And that's what he's saying as we're all running.
Okay. Is there anybody that would like to do anything other than run? I guess is the best question to ask.
Oh, fuck.
Not currently.
Shit. No, it'd be too late at this point. I was gonna be like, what if I got some blood from the scene that I could have kept?
Of course.
Oh, could I do a ping as we're running? Just like
What
with
kind of...
my, like, the blood little totem that I made from the professor.
Was that Archibald that you had?
As Archibald. Yeah.
You do a ping. Go ahead and ping that just to make sure. I just want to make sure that it's not like some type of whatever.
Here.
Okay. So this is a channel divinity. Do you still have that available?
Yes, I do.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure, because I know that Extell, or not Extell, damn it, forgot to change his name on here on our Zoom, so I have it last time too. Anyways, so I remember that Arxes had used channel divinity, so I just wanted to double check. So you hang this crimson bond. You begin trying to listen in for any sort of recognition of Archibald near you. And with that, within 10 miles, you do not ping any sort of person, unfortunately. Fortunately, unfortunately. He's nowhere near you.
Noted.
So you all begin running. Go ahead.
As we're moving, I think Beatrice, sort of like as we're going along, keeping the cane going, you have some sort of sort house, like safe house, somewhere to retreat to, I assume? Any place of safety?
Not that I know of.
That is unfortunate.
So
Well,
she...
I kind of have an idea. My boyfriend, Elder, he told me that he has some like family members in Vallaki. And they said that if we need help, we could go wherever.
The lackey.
Seems like a good plan. We don't really have anywhere else right now. I think she meant Valakai.
Valaki, whatever. It doesn't
That's
matter.
okay. I'm from the way
From the
into
west.
the forest.
Sorsha says
Never
it.
said it before. I don't even know what
I'm
that
not
is.
wrong, okay? It looks like Balaki.
How
I
many
believe
days-
that's how
Honestly,
Sorsha would say it.
I think I say it wrong. So just throwing that out there. I think it is Valaki. I think everybody says that, but I just always thought it was Valakai, so I always said
like
that.
Valakai
So
better.
Don't test me
I like
on the Russian
Valakai
cities
sounds
on how to
less
say them.
stupid.
so
How many hours is it there? I assume
you would
Would I
know, Beatrice.
Yeah.
Sorsha, you probably don't, just because you are from the wood. You probably only heard the name of the town and saw it on the map, but Beatrice, you very well know that this is like a week's journey.
I think we're going to need something a little bit more immediate.
So that is my most helpful thing. I don't know.
Question, I mean...
I just work here.
I have run from this place before. Do I know anywhere that would be a good enough distance away, but also short enough that we could recuperate?
So, the way up to Castle Ravenloft goes up a winding road that goes through the mountains and trees, which takes itself almost a day. So, at this point in time, with it being late, there is really no place that you can go other than the side of the road and hope that nobody finds you.
I don't love that.
At all. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather run all night.
You can. You can do
I
that.
can-
At the point of exhaustion.
I can provide us cover for about an hour, but that's all I can manage.
That's good enough,
And
actually.
That's for being stationary if we wanted to stay somewhere for a moment.
Let's do that. Let's do that. I cannot fight if we needed to, anyway.
Aurora, who is currently in her woven form trying to keep up because she knows that she's weak, is going to come out of that woven form and just walk right next to you, Arxes. I don't know how much further I can go, even in my woven form. I haven't slept well, and
I don't know if she's hurt or anything, but I'm just gonna put my hand on her shoulder and give her the last of my lay on hands, all
Sure.
25 points of them.
wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's my wife.
Okay.
Yeah, she doesn't
My
look hurt.
wife.
She just looks weak. Like she's malnourished. She's very much like skin and bones at this point, like almost skeletal looking. Like her cheeks are very drawn in. You can see the cheekbones piercing almost through her skin. Her lips are so thin that you can just see the outlines of her teeth on the inside of them. You can see her jawbone is very clear, and her arms, you can see just the outline of the two muscles in her forearm just spinning around, and she looks very weak, but not hurt.
I still do it, just hoping it does something. And yeah, I say let's sit down, everyone. Let's
I can
sit down.
keep going until we find somewhere that might be safe, but I will need to rest tonight.
Hop on my back.
You are already carrying Katya. I can do this. And she turns back into her woven form.
I could also carry her because I am extremely strong.
I am a
I
strong
could
boy.
turn into like my hybrid.
She's
her
she's
up.
turned into a wolf and she seems content walking. She doesn't seem like she needs help in that sense, but it is up to you. If you'd like to do that, you can definitely ask her. Up to you.
I'll just very awkwardly kind of like like she looks like she's going as fast as she can, but I'm like in the very light jog. And
Yeah.
I'm like,
She changes
Mom,
back.
I could pick you up. I'm pretty strong, and I'm barely hurt. I'm fine.
She just puts a hand to your face. It's okay. I can...
You look like you're about to pass out.
I can do this. Leilyn,
Okay.
was that... Did you... Do you remember about a week ago? Was that real? Did I see you?
Yeah. Yeah, you saw me. That was the first time I ever turned into a wolf, actually. What happened with you? Because I was praying to the Night Mother in the woods when it happened.
I was... There's a lot of time that passes when you spend day in and day out in those cells, but I was in the middle of a daydream, and it was like I was ripped from it and placed into some new place, the forest. I had no idea what I was until I saw you, and then it was all done, and then I was ripped back into reality. Hey. Anyways, I'm okay. We can talk more when we settle down for camp.
Yeah. Okay. We can talk later.
Okay. So you all you all continue making your way down this road until it begins to curve around and out of sight of Castle Ravenloft. You travel for about 2 hours before everybody is tired. And with the castle out of sight, this seems to be the best way to set up camp. So, if you guys do so, you all begin to set up your camp. The rain above dampening any type of
Are we at
bad
least
rolls
moving
or
off
anything.
the road?
Oh, you're muted.
Oh. Can we at least move off the road?
Sure.
Maybe
Yeah,
try and
you're able to
some sort of
find
cabin around here instead of parking
Yeah,
our stuff
go ahead
right in the
and
middle of
do-
the street.
perception check in order to find some sort of a cavern.
I'll help
Okay.
because I've been here before.
Sure.
Katya, roll a d4.
Okay. 2?
Okay.
There we go. Perception check.
With
Not
advantage.
my strong suit. Well. I already rolled it once, so
Okay.
that automatically roll with advantage? Great. So an
So-
11.
11. There's no sort of cave mouth that you can find, especially with it being so dark, especially with it being so stormy, and especially with all the mist that is everywhere. It's very difficult to see any sort of opening around. However, there is tree cover. You're able to go into the surrounding forest, and you're able to find a spot that is relatively big enough for everybody to set up their camp and tents and whatever. You all begin to set up a small campfire if you so choose, and This is as good as a camp as you can make.
I'll take the first watch.
Beatrice.
Okay.
Beatrice pulls the portable hole back out of the bullet casing and is going to open it and begin starting to grab things out from inside. Inside, she's got some sort of like go bag that she packed up. Takes a little bit of effort for her to get it out, but she brings it out with a bedroll, lays it, closes the hole back up, puts it down. It seems a little bit at odds with the environment of sleeping into such uncouth conditions.
Yeah. It's just about that time when you start setting up for camp that you start to see Katya's body beginning to rustle.
Oh my
You can
god.
see her coming to conscious just very slowly.
Uh-oh.
Is there anything anybody would do?
Oh god.
Who notices this? Does everyone notice, or does a particular person notice?
Well,
That's
Arxes
a good
definitely
question.
would notice. Arxes, you were the one holding her, so you would probably be the person that's, like, as you're setting her down and everybody's getting ready, you would start to see that her eyes are beginning to open.
I'm just gonna say to everyone, she's waking up. I don't know if she's back to herself, but just in case, be ready.
Sorsha's gonna slide into first, and like be right next to Katya,
Okay.
just like kind of holding her face.
Okay.
I'm
Katya.
gonna prepare a hold person.
Katya, are you okay?
I'm gonna prepare a hold person just in
Okay.
case.
Let me just double check.
Beatrice
Am
is
I
hanging
okay?
back.
I mean, I'm not okay, but
Am I okay?
Am I myself? I
God.
guess is my question.
Double checking some wording here just to make sure.
Kill your friends. Got
But-
it. Noted.
Everybody
No,
dies.
it's just to kill Isaac. Or Ismark.
Right.
I don't count as a friend,
yeah.
right? I'm just a new acquaintance.
So I would say that you are okay. Currently, there's no orders that are being told to you. Your mother is not in sight. You do still think of her as your greatest mother, but right now you are not trying to pick a fight. These are your friends, after all.
Okay. But I'm still under like some
Think of
mind
it-
control.
Think of it more as like, your mom's awesome. These guys are cool too, but your mom is awesome. You're cool. You guys are my friends, but she's like the best. That's what you
Okay.
think.
Got it.
Oh
All
my
right.
god.
Give me my character's motivation.
Yes, of course,
Okay.
of course.
Oh. Where are we? Sorsha? What happened? Are we okay?
I am fine. How are you? How do you feel?
I feel like I got the shit kicked out of me. What? Why are we out here?
Sorry about that.
We had to get away because we were getting attacked by all the vampires. And Arxes
no.
carried you.
My mother will take care of us. Let's go back to the castle.
Oh no, she
Fine.
She-
Why are
she
we out
read-
here in the rain?
How do you feel about your mother?
She's great. She's always taking care of me.
Fantastic. Yeah, so she just decided to turn into mist, and to go in retreat, and because she knew that we could take care of ourselves. And I'm gonna look at Arxes and be like,
That's
and so
well, that's
we just decided to get out of there to
That's-
make sure everyone was safe, and your mother knew that we would do okay.
Yep, that's exactly what happened.
I feel like I gotta insight this.
Absolutely
Yeah,
you
I was
do.
gonna say what
man.
deception.
Sorsha.
Any deception?
Sorsha, I'll give you advantage, thankfully, with Arxes' help. But go ahead and do a deception check because
Thank God.
25.
oh, 25 insight? Oh my god.
This
Oh,
sucks because I have a
no.
+0 because Sorsha doesn't lie.
Then there is absolutely
Hi.
there is absolutely no way that this could work. There's absolutely no way. It's fucking 3.
Yeah.
Katya,
no,
you know that
hold on.
something is. Oh, right,
There you
right.
go.
Advantage.
Advantage 7.
Yep.
Nice.
That That doesn't make
sweating out of her eyes in panic.
Yeah. This is
doesn't-
not Sorsha's A game.
Oh man.
that doesn't make any sense. She would want us to all be safe. We should go back to her. We should go back to the castle. There's no reason for us to be out here.
Okay, Katya,
Arxes, I'm
Katya.
at a loss. I don't know what to do.
Why are you?
My camera's. Is it? Nope, my camera's.
There we
Can you
go.
put me down?
Excuse me. Arxes just says, yeah, there's a part we left out. The real reason is because Ismark pissed off you know who, and
Yes.
I would,
and he had
I
to
would
die for it.
also like to clarify that you remember what happened, Katya. It's not like
Yeah.
there was some sort of cloud that was like,
No,
and then
I'm
now
talking
you're.
about like
Cool,
since
cool,
I
cool.
got knocked out. What
Got it.
happened?
Just
Why are we
yeah,
out
oh, yeah,
here?
yeah, got it.
Yep.
yeah, we had to go.
Ismark died for his crimes against the master.
Yeah, and we just had to leave.
Oh no.
Don't understand.
Shh, take a nap.
I don't feel like taking. I've had plenty of rest. I stand up. Tell me what's going on.
The whole
got my
person
wife.
turns to sleep.
I got my wife. And
You could definitely make her sleep for sure if you wanted to.
Leilyn's kind of just holding her hand behind her back, kind of just preparing for having to knock Katya out if she
Yeah.
needs to.
Did my mother tell us to go anywhere? Is there any reason that we would have to leave?
Your mom
I-
said we should be going to Valakai, and I have no idea why.
Valakai is the worst possible place to go. Do you have any idea what state we left that town in?
Wait, what state did you leave it in?
No
Valakai is under
idea.
Valakai is under. I lost Kaya's voice. Oh, Valakai is under revolution right now. Valakai is in upheaval. There's chaos there. There's no way we would be safe there.
Okay. I'm gonna try and whisper to Arxes. Is there any way we can knock her back out? Because this is going to be really difficult.
As soon as Sorsha says that, I take the side of my blade and whack Katya. Not the sharp part, just the flat side.
On the flat side.
Whoops, our overlay is messed up.
If
Just
that
one
doesn't
sec.
work, then I'm gonna magically knock Katya out.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
One sec.
Is it
I'm
third
just gonna-
time's a charm that you knock her out that she finally goes back to normal?
maybe.
Oh, okay, we're good. Okay.
No, we're not.
Okay, one sec. Whoops. Here we go.
Technical difficulties, everybody. Technical
Just setting
difficulties.
it up so that, yeah, our, okay, cool. I think we're good.
There you go.
Okay, cool.
Yep. Yeah, so Arxes just whacks. As soon as Sorsha's like, can we knock her out? Yeah. Do you want me to roll my greatsword for that?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, go ahead and do an attack roll. And
It is a sword, but with love.
Yep, it's the
A
flat side.
non-lethal sword.
It's a bludgeoning. 14. Oh, that's the wrong.
without
that's the
your
wrong sword.
plate, does 14 hit? Oh, well, let's see. I don't think you
wait,
get any
yeah.
extra, right?
Do you get surprise attack?
No, not surprised. Just
you?
because Katya sees your fucking. So,
Unfortunately, my AC is 15.
Damn it.
okay.
Unfortunately.
What is going? Okay,
Am I do I still have guidance?
do I have my weapons?
I don't think you would have guidance at this point.
They're in the.
I think they're.
I
Are they
feel-
back at the castle?
Did any of us pick up your weapon?
I would
Did
say that
anybody-
Arxes probably
Yeah,
picked
I
up your
picked 'em up.
weapons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Then I
I'm not
grab
gonna do
it.
that. Okay, so you take out your sword and begin to see that they are getting hostile towards you.
Are all of you under some kind of possession or something? What is wrong with you?
Not all of us are under possession.
Little
Just a couple. Can I do an
Like
attack as
holding-
well?
I'm holding my
Go
sword out
ahead
in front of me.
everybody roll initiative. This is only to see who's going first.
Yeah, we love it.
Oh my god.
We're just gonna see who's going first. That's all. Definitely
This is
not
fun.
Leilyn.
7.
Katya's got a
Beatrice is not
12.
rolling
So
initiative.
anybody that has over a
Hold on.
12.
Hold on. I'm trying to move, but
Not 20.
I'm a little nervous.
Oh man.
All
God
right.
damn.
This is not how I thought this was gonna go.
Yeah,
Not
I
at all.
mean. Oh dang! Also nat 20 by Aurora.
Hey, my wife.
I kind of like that idea.
I rolled
Arxes and
a
Aurora
strike
strike at the same
That's
time.
I rolled a 7.
Ellen, make
We're
sure
in
to
sync.
turn off
Oi.
2 GM on the toggle.
Devin,
But Ellen got a 14.
Bee's hanging back at the moment anyway.
Sure.
She's not trying to
Okay.
get involved in this.
Right.
Okay.
She got popcorn or what?
Can you switch that to?
Aurora?
Oh, here we go.
Aurora.
12.
I like the idea that Aurora was the person that you didn't really expect, but was the first person to do something and came up behind you and just is gonna try and bop you in the head.
Okay.
I'm going to do a claw attack, though I'm going to put it a little low. That's a natural 20.
Fuck.
Noise.
Oh my
So
god.
that
Nice.
immediately knocks you out
That's
because
so
I only
funny.
think you have 1 health because you
I
weren't
think so.
healed.
Yeah.
So
That's amazing.
you get bopped in the back of the head by Aurora, and then she like kind of stumbles a little bit. It needed to happen. That's
you're
it
so
for
hot
initiative.
right now.
Our
Yeah, your
quickest
wife
battle
is
yet.
pretty badass. She just hit Katya in the back of the head, and Katya is like the scariest person I know.
Thank you.
Arxes walks up to Aurora and they do like a secret handshake that they have. It's like a fist bump.
Yeah,
It's
secret
complicated.
handshake.
That's
Yeah.
cute.
She does it with like the least amount of effort because she is fucking tired.
Yeah,
But-
go lay down.
She's like,
That was the last of her strength in that nat 20 to knock
Right,
me out.
exactly. That's
Oh,
what I
yeah.
think.
I
All
can
of it.
imagine she comes up from behind Katya and
Exactly.
just fucking whacks the shit
Exactly.
out of her.
That's what I was thinking.
She's like-
Everybody was like just in a big argument, and she was kind of behind and just like kind of minding her own business. And once Katya
What?
turned around, she's just like, "This is enough," and just.
Yeah, I like the idea that she does that an instant snooze button. She just collapses, falls asleep.
Katya, go ahead and
bad
roll
again.
another d4 for me.
Okay.
All right,
But
that's out of the way.
Katya is currently unconscious.
okay.
Well, that was eventful.
So many things
Yet.
are happening.
Welcome to the party where it's never boring.
I could have put her to sleep with magic and we wouldn't have to hit her. Now she's gonna get a huge bruise on her head.
Well,
That might be the least of her problems.
It'll be fine.
well,
We need to figure out how to get her out from under that enchantment that our mother put her on, because I cannot lie. I cannot keep lying to her. You know that. You saw that. So we need to figure out how to
I think if
remove
you have to
that.
lie, just whoop, and then tap me, and then I'll lie.
Are you very
Yeah.
good at lying?
Not necessarily, but it can't be worse.
I should be offended by that, but that is okay.
but it's true.
But that is true.
So,
In my experience, it just wears off after a while.
How long?
Okay. How long is a while?
Yeah.
For me, I had to
about a
I
full day.
wandered around for quite a while before Aurora found me.
We
So
need figures, Arxes. How long did it take you of wandering
it was
around
about-
for it to go
about a
away?
day,
Can
maybe.
I renovate
About a
my
day.
mother just so I could be like, how long was Dad running around until you found him?
By
a
the
day.
time that I had met your father, those days were long gone.
Okay.
Thankfully. But it seems that we found ourselves back in those days.
Okay.
You should lay down.
Yes.
Could I set up camp? I mean, like, small altar again to Night Mother.
Sure.
Be like, hi. Night Mother. Gracious Lady of the Night, I would like ask a question. It's okay if you don't answer just yet, but our friend Katya is currently delusional, and I would like to know how long it's gonna take for this to wear off.
Do a religion check.
Okay. Roll.
It was a 5,
I
so
clicked twice.
it's okay.
God fuck. Sorry, man.
Oof.
In the dead of night, all you find is silence. Which isn't completely different than what usually happens. Most of the time, you're met with silence. It was only recently that you started getting visions and meeting the Night Mother herself. Just one of those nights where silence is the only answer.
Oh, man. Well, I'm out of ideas.
If you give me a minute, I know something that might help. Maybe.
Let's wait a minute. How about we all, how about I take watch closer to the end of the night so I can keep my sleep spell prepped on Katya
Okay. I'll take the first watch.
just in case.
Sounds like a plan.
I was gonna take the first watch.
Okay.
I'll take second.
I'll take last then.
Zach, you good over there?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Thanks.
Cool, okay.
I thought I had some busted shit on my character, but I do not. I only, in
Got it.
fact, have fair and balanced shit.
Got it, of
So
course.
we're good.
Of course. Beatrice, it looked like you were going to say something.
Yeah, while all that conversation's going on, Beatrice has collected a grouping of 5 stones, just random little pebbles from around. And, well, actually, maybe also a leaf or two, something that could flutter on the wind. And she is going to use her magical tinkering to have each one emit an odor of her choice. And she's going to have them all smell like Katya's blood.
Interesting. Okay.
Jinx.
Sure.
And then I'm going to hand them off to Cosette, my little snake homunculus. And I'm going to say, be a dear. And if you go back maybe a couple miles off the road, maybe just sprinkle them along the path leading away from us.
Wow. All right. Interesting.
You're way too smart for this game.
That is,
We just knocked our friend out.
that is awesome. Okay.
Just punched her in the back of the head. That's the best we can do.
There it goes. Yep.
Okay.
And I had a fucking sleep spell prepared the whole time.
It's
Go
who we are.
ahead and do... It's going to be a check, but I don't know exactly how to do... I would say probably survival bit's the best in this case, because you're trying to set tracks. Either that or... Yeah, let's go ahead with survival. So
All
go
right.
ahead and survival, but use your intelligence. Just go ahead and roll and tell me what your intelligence modifier is.
So do
And
you
then
want me
if
to
you have
roll...
proficiency.
Do you just want me to roll an intelligence check and then add... I don't have proficiency in survival.
Okay, yeah, then roll an intelligence check. That works.
If it will let me. Okay, there we go. Keep on rolling it.
Okay.
Ooh, man, not good.
So, Cosette is a homunculus. Not very smart there, but comes back without any of those stones, and seems like they did their job.
Thank you, dear. Let's settle in, and she's gonna
The
start
trail leads up behind
ju-
them.
right up to the camp.
You see one
Right there.
rolling down the road right next to you.
Even if they're just left
awesome.
in a pile on the road, something, I don't know, hopefully
Something
distracting.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and start making ready. Start unfastening the brace corset, removing
Okay.
the leg, setting it aside.
Okay. So, for first watch, I hear that is going to be Sorsha.
Sorsha.
And
Sorsha.
for that watch, is there anybody else that's going to join?
Not Katya.
Nope.
I'm gonna get sleep.
Yeah, I need to rest for at least an hour here.
I'll be okay.
So I think it's 3 in a night. So Sorsha, go ahead and roll a perception check. Okay, 16.
16.
You start your watch, and the weather doesn't pick up, or it doesn't go away. The rain continues. The lightning and thunder. The only thing that changes is the mist around you begins to become denser and denser.
So if I Devan remember correctly, the mist was an indicator of Strahd.
Correct. If there was a big collection of mist in a certain area, it's said that Strahd is soon to appear. So
Does it
you,
seem
as
like-
Sorsha, would
Yeah.
know that this is definitely something that strikes as odd. The mist wouldn't get this dense out of nowhere.
Who was next on the watch? Was that
I don't know,
It's me.
actually. Okay,
I was
Arxes.
second.
Arxes? I'm gonna gently poke Arxes with the
Okay.
blood spear Gavan, the butt end, not with
Of course,
the spear
of
end.
course.
Yeah. Wake up!
Do more damage. Yeah.
Arxes.
Yeah. Yeah.
The mist. It is an indicator that Strahd is close by. If it gets really dense, then he may be close.
Question. Have I rested an hour?
I would say that by the time that camp was made and after the hit of Katya that you tried to do, until now, there has been about an hour and a half.
Okay.
So.
I'm going to harness divine power because I believe I
Okay.
get that back in the short rest. And I believe it's let me check. Ooh. I believe it is a bonus action, so if I have time, I'll do it twice.
Okay.
So then get back one first level spell slot and one second level spell slot.
Okay.
What I would also like to do within that time before I wake up Arxes, I'm gonna send Y out.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go. Do I have to use speak with animals even though she's a familiar?
I would say that, so the thing with this is that I don't want to, like, the way that this works is that in order to use Y as a familiar, you need to use a wild shape. However, for like rudimentary stuff like telling her to go look out and having her fly around and certain things like that and giving, like, you know, like I said, rudimentary like communication here and there, it's fine. You wouldn't have to do anything.
Well, I want her to like go out and look in the mist, just flying around.
Yeah.
And
She could do
report
that.
back to me.
Yeah. So, as Y takes off, She begins
I
flying
stab
through the
Arxes.
mist.
Yeah.
Of course. And while this is all happening, Arxes, you do your divine power.
How much time would you say we have?
Until...
I'm asking Sorsha.
Got it.
I mean, is it pretty thick fog or is it just like accumulating?
It's thick. It is... before... It's thick with 2 C's. You were able to see probably like 60 feet ahead of you in the mist before.
Okay.
Now it's like 10 feet.
He is getting ever closer, Arxes. I am very worried. I can feel him getting closer.
We have to move. We have to wake everybody up now. I start waking people up.
Okay.
I just go around and be like, there's a problem. We have to go now. I think he's coming.
Oh God.
Okay.
Can we just hunker down, or do we need to move? Because I can give us
think we need to
space
move.
to hide in for an hour.
We need to move. Without Katya and carrying the dead weight, we've got to go.
All right. I hook that back in.
Okay. I need everybody to do a Constitution saving throw, since this is
Also-
moving. When this is moving
Wait.
into the
Wait.
if you're within-
right, and Y is going to return here shortly.
Okay.
Why does
If
that
you're
keep
within
rolling
10
twice?
feet of me, you get a +3. So I mean, everybody. If you're close
Well,
enough.
I'm at a 3rd level spell, so I cannot do pass without a trace, guys. Con save.
Correct.
Save.
If you're within 10 feet, you get a +3 from me.
I'm taking the +3. 16. Sorsha!
6. How am I doing?
Oh,
Does Y need to do a con save as
I
well?
didn't hit dexterity. I hit
Y does not need to do a.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
It's
I
fine.
got it.
okay.
She's fine?
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay. She
so
has a -1.
Leilyn, even with your 15, it's +3.
Yeah,
Yeah,
+3 from
That's
me.
16.
Even with your +3, 15 after that.
Wait,
12.
15.
Yeah,
That's 12.
You're good.
I thought that was 30. I'm delusional.
you're good.
Okay.
Oh wait, let's see. There was a rule I have to remember.
You die.
You're dead. You're just dead
If
now.
you fail a con save,
dead.
it's death.
We're
That's what
dead.
it means. It just means death.
There
Let me
is
check
a
something.
rule about skipping rests.
We get like a exhaustion point or something.
Right. And I believe it's let me just double check and make sure. Going without a long rest. Cool.
First level exhaustion isn't terrible. I think you
It's
just get
not
to
terrible.
disadvantage on like ability checks.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you have all, it seems, Beatrice with a 14, Arxes with a 15, Sorsha.
We all.
However, Sorsha did not.
I got an 11. It doesn't. The thing doesn't apply to me.
Oh, got it. Okay, so
Yep.
just barely. Katya, you do, and
I'm unconscious, right?
you still you
Yeah.
don't benefit from a long rest regardless, even if you are
Ah.
unconscious. So no short rest, no long rest, nothing.
Good to know.
But yes, everyone except Sorsha passes this Constitution save.
Dang it.
So Sorsha,
Yes.
I will dictate what this says. First level exhaustion is disadvantage on ability checks. So, until you rest again, that is where you are. Now,
Okay.
you all begin to travel down this mountainous road again.
Seems apropos.
One quick question before we
Yes.
get further. Am I allowed to? It's only at the beginning of another day to prepare a spell, correct? Or is it? Can you do it after a short rest?
To prepare spells, I
Yeah.
believe is after a long rest for
Okay, cool beans.
paladins. Yeah.
Cool beans. Just making sure.
And And I just want to make sure as well that I believe
Child Divinity for clerics is a long rest, right?
so as
Can't
well.
remember.
I think it's a short.
I think Paladins is short rest. Actually, hold on. Let's take a look.
It's a short rest for me to use my Harness Divine Power. I don't think it's a. Let me check.
Well, Harness Divine Power is a channel divinity, I believe.
Yeah, but it says in the thing that it's
But I think it goes up.
It's a shorter rest.
Channel divinity. Twice between rests. When you finish a short or long rest, you regain your uses for cleric. So yeah, you have your channel divinity again.
Okay. Okay.
And you have 2 uses now.
It's one extra thing I can do.
So with that, let's see, one sec.
Oh wait, no, I did that wrong. I do not get those spell slots back.
I think paladins only get one.
You only get one the whole time. Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. And if I remember correctly, traveling past, I believe traveling past your usual amount, you have to start doing constitution checks again. So I just need to find where that is. Let's see. Fuck it. Let's just do this. How long do you guys travel?
Arxes votes for as far as we can, to where the mist is not immediately upon us like it is now.
Sure. You begin. Go ahead.
Sorry. While we're traveling, I can deactivate those previous objects by just enchanting new ones. So, is there wind? Is there any sort of wind going on right now?
There is wind. It's not strong, but it's just like the light breezes every once in a while.
Is it going the same direction we are or going away from us?
It's kind of all over the place. Especially being right next to the mountains, it's kind of going towards the mountains and going up.
Sure.
Yeah, so it would be, as you guys are going down, it would be coming from your left mostly.
Got it. Okay, well, I'll start enchanting a couple more items. Knowing it's most likely Strahd following us, I will make them smell like Tatiana. If you think I'd be familiar enough with that scent.
Let's see.
Or will it make more sense? I think I should just keep me. Well, no, because then he would assume she's not with us. Maybe I'll do a mix. I'll do some that smell like Katya still and some that smell like Tatiana if I can.
Do a history check just to see if you did have that chance to meet her.
History's not bad.
It's not a far leap to assume she smells musty.
So you have met her. You do remember her scent. You are able to make a mix of all of them and spread them about.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll make a couple rocks that I throw like just off the path backwards away from us. And then I will also enchant a couple, just if I've got leaves or if I find a feather, enchant a couple of those that are just going to let them loose on the wind just to float randomly.
Okay. Sure. Do another intelligence check. Let's see what that is.
I clicked it. It's just taking a second.
All good. While we wait for this roll, I understand that we are... There it is, 22. Cool. Okay. Pretty successfully, you yourself this time are throwing these red herrings and making sure to place them in appropriate places. You guys begin to travel down the road again, packing everything up and continuing down for another hour. The mist seems to have been dissipated to the point where it is back to its original sense that 60 feet or so is visible. You guys continue or settle here?
You said it's still visible?
It's still, the mist is still visible. It's like to the point where it's like 60 feet is what you can see now. It's back to what it was when you started making this trek initially. You're out of that
the
dense
Strahd
area.
mist is gone.
Right.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Arxes was just like, we should go until we're clear of the Strahd mist.
Sure.
So, he votes for stopping now and let everybody rest again.
I think we
Okay.
should
Then that-
continue moving unless I'm outvoted here. It seems like that's just going to repeat itself until we are eventually caught.
No, she is
Probably
not wrong. I don't think Strahd will stop until he's eliminated the threat that is to Arena.
All right, let's keep pushing. Are you good, Sorsha?
I will survive.
Okay. You all continue trekking down, finding Katya beginning to awaken as you begin making your way down the road. Would you guys like to do anything, or is it just bops until it's done?
I think we should just keep going until we get to Valakai.
Okay.
Or Velaki, whoever is stacking. Sorsha or Devan.
I bop Katya again. Just
Which
as
is
she's
easy
stirring.
enough. She's just beginning to wake up and she's back to being unconscious.
She's gonna have
yeah.
so
Can
many
I-
goose eggs.
Brutal.
Probably best to-
Brutal.
What's up, Katya?
Can I
Oh,
try
God.
to do something?
Sure. You begin to come conscious.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
I want to try to hide the fact that I'm awake.
Okay.
Do a performance check.
Why are
Do
you
a
working against us,
deception,
Katya?
I would say.
I get that we knocked you out.
Yeah, I feel like Katya's gonna be really good at
Deception, you said?
Deception.
Yeah.
Not great.
God.
5?
Yeah, her wisdom's
Yes.
bad.
Arxes, do an
That's what got
insight
us
check.
into this
Katya, I know you're
fucking
awake.
mess.
Boom.
You see how
You
good
peek out your eye open, and we
Yeah,
all fucking
no.
see it.
Yeah, she
Okay.
thinks that she
You're
opens
just
up
like,
a crack, but really it's full blown open.
Yeah, exactly.
In
You
that case,
bop.
can I try and fucking book it? on
Okay.
Yeah,
I
it's not,
will
it's not
say
immediately when I notice, because I'm not really paying attention that much. So it'd probably
So
take
I
a
will
minute for
say
me to notice
sleep
you're
spell.
awake.
Sleep spell.
do an initiative check. However, I would say for Katya, do disadvantage just because you're coming out of
That makes sense.
unconsciousness. Arxes, go ahead and do your own initiative roll just to see what happens.
Got it.
It's
Okay.
not looking good, y'all.
That's a natural one
Not
for
good.
Katya.
Oh man.
Awesome. So that comes out
see
to
what
4
happens.
for
She has
Katya.
a really bad
7
headache.
for Arxes. Jeez, that was close.
Okay, well, she
That's so
when
good.
she
Not
wakes
much
up, she
better.
starts struggling to try and like have you leg over and get off you so she can run away.
And then Arxes pops you.
As we're going, I'm just gonna say, okay, we need to like figure out everybody like stop it. No one has any spells that might, clear the mind.
I don't have anything.
I mean,
Wait, let me.
no.
Unfortunately, that's not my bailiwick.
I could strike her with lightning.
If I nap really long, I think I may be able to remove a curse.
Oh.
I don't know if that would work in this scenario.
I don't think it's not really a curse. It's more of a mind control. I have a spell. I didn't have it ready today to use, so I would
Okay.
also need to rest really long. We just have to
Oops.
make sure.
Oops.
Stop.
I was trying to click on the I key. Was it?
Remove curse. Remove curse. remove
I don't want to keep bopping her on the head every time she wakes up. That might cause some damage. So
Well, with everything she's been through, she's pretty fucked up.
true.
True.
Is there much risk there of her being quite altered?
she's just a friend, and I don't want to keep hurting her.
Look, lady, she's one of my best friends. Okay? And we need to do what we can to help her.
Then, I guess. I mean, it doesn't seem like we have much more of a solution other than just hitting her every time she wakes up.
What do you do with what the tools you have?
Yep.
As she say, she's your friend.
I know Katya's not food or drink, but I do have Purify.
Worst comes to worst, I can
Depends
just...
on who you ask. Yeah.
I don't know. But let's keep going.
Okay. I would like everybody to
You
do
can just keep knocking her out.
one more
until you get your spell.
con save. Just to do the amount of traveling that you guys are trying to do. We will
Hey.
see if everybody can succeed. Nice.
One of mine.
Sorsha got second wind. Sounds like a Pokemon.
Oh, man.
Natural 20 for Aurora.
Nice.
To a total
Nice.
of 29 for her.
Yep.
All right.
She's ready to go
Uh,
for whatever reason.
So
Be
let's
Frustrated
see.
with herself, it's like, get it together. You can keep moving. And she's going to use Flash of Genius to give herself a +5 bonus to her Constitution save.
Cool.
So-
All right.
What the
Yeah, you
hell?
easily
That's a
pass.
thing?
18.
With everyone, yeah, everybody passes, and nobody gets their point of exhaustion. You guys are fueled by the adrenaline of running from the most powerful person in all of Barovia.
I'm actually fueled by hatred, so...
Well, that too.
Yeah.
You continue making your way down this winding road until finally, I would say after, let's see, you guys had done that. So that would be another, yeah, you would make it to the gates. You come down to the edge of where this road leads. You come to the top of this valley where you see the mist begins to dissipate. It's an open space. The forest below continues down to where you see a windmill perched on a low hill. And beyond that, you see the outline of a city, town, just next to a large lake. A few miles away, though, a lot of twists and turns of the road. That is Valakai. Do you bed down yet, or do you continue on as the sun soon begins to rise behind the thick layer of clouds above? What would you all want to do?
I think I'd like to continue.
Yeah, might as well.
Okay. Everybody continuing, I need another set of Constitution saves. The DC is getting higher and higher with each roll.
Oh, yeah.
18.
17.
Oh, buddy.
Oi, oi.
That seems
You'll
about
get a
right.
plus-
About hour 16,
nice.
3 natural ones.
It seems like I'm just getting
Wow.
better
All
as we
three
go.
of us. Wow.
Like I'm
Actually-
waking up more for some reason.
Do well under stress.
Yeah.
Double
You'll
disadvantage.
give a
Two
5.
negatives make a positive, I'll have you know.
Yeah, it's true.
The Azonis family is doing fine.
Katya, you don't have to do con saves, actually. Now that I think of it, you're unconscious, so you wouldn't really need to...
Unconscious.
Okay.
Yeah.
You wouldn't really be affected. You don't get any negative nor positive from being unconscious.
Sure.
Yeah, B and I are fucked.
Leilyn, you're fine.
Carried.
Sorsha, you are not.
No,
You have
You're not
2
fine.
points of
I'm doing good.
exhaustion.
I do.
Oh, man.
Beatrice, you have 1 point of exhaustion. And the second point of exhaustion for Sorsha is going to be your speed is halved.
Ooh.
So, that is that. Let's see, who else? Arxes, you are fine. Aurora, actually, I'm going to have roll disadvantage on her con save.
She had a
So-
+3.
She is
Oh, yeah,
still
she is okie
just
dokie.
barely okay.
It's that werewolf in her.
Oh, wait, with the +3, she's totally fine. So, you all continue for another day's worth of travel. It is a tough one, especially for Sorsha. But you are able to make it just to that windmill. There you see this creaking, lopsided, old and dilapidated windmill is standing up against all odds. Katya, you're not... Oh, actually, at this point, it'd be getting towards the end of that day, getting into the evening. Let's see, so it would have been an hour, 2 hours, that's 3, 8 hours, and then another 8. So I think you're just on the cusp. Yeah, you were still under this charm effect.
Okay.
Dang it.
Am I awake though?
I mean, at this point, I just imagine that it would just be the bops every single time. We can roll.
You know what?
Actually, at this point, Arxes knowing or having been under this thing before and kind of has an idea how long it lasts. He's still not quite sure exactly, but he feels like it's been long enough. So he actually wouldn't bop her this time.
Okay. Sorsha?
Just on a whim of remembering when my mother gave me or told me a fairy tale. Sorsha goes up to Katya and kisses her.
Sorsha.
So, you arrive to this old, dilapidated, lopsided windmill. Katya, you begin to awaken. Arxes believing that this was a suffice amount of time to give you to get over this, whatever this sort of charm effect is. And as Arxes says this to the group, Sorsha says, well, this will work, and goes up, and you awaken to the smooch of Sorsha. And the first thing you see is her face right in front of you. However,
Oh my god.
unfortunately,
Come on.
this is no fairy tale, and that does not work in this instance. Sorsha, you still very much feel this charm effect. It is starting to wane a little bit. You're not feeling as strong about your mother as you used to, but she's still like up there in terms of, versus your friends. She's still favorable. So you awaken and seem to have a freedom here.
Hello, Sorsha. Thank you.
Nothing happened. She just walks away.
That was my first kiss.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Why did you do that?
Nice.
Oh my god.
Stolen.
Just kind of like.
So maybe Sorsha is a little bit higher now. Maybe she jumped a few rings there.
Am I?
Yeah, Sorsha's now bisexual.
Nice.
Nice. He's also in a relationship with a man we're
Also-
going to see.
Hey.
There was a point to it.
You know?
He's a Labrador gamer boy, whatever.
Am I on the ground or am I still being held up by Arxes?
I would have set you down.
I feel like
I'm still very cautious, but I'm giving the benefit of the doubt. I'm giving the chance. So I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, I feel like she was about to run and then it was just like stunned. Like,
Yeah. You also recognize where you are.
yeah.
You hear the creaking of the windmill just beside you.
know this place, and it's like starting to kind of wear off, but not like totally. Can somebody Can somebody please just give it to me straight? What is going on? Why are you all attacking me? Why are you kissing me?
She's just sitting on the other side.
What is happening?
Strahd put a spell on you.
Yep.
And it's not the ideal kind. One where you are not thinking for yourself or are yourself necessarily.
Yep.
Sorsha thought it would be a good idea to try and break the spell by kissing you. Didn't work, obviously.
No.
But I don't know if you're completely out of it yet, though.
I don't know if I am either. I don't know what to feel about this.
How do you feel about your mom?
I like her, but
Okay, Katya, look me in the eyes. Describe to me a good scenario you've experienced with your mother.
there was that time where all of no, she definitely.
You feel this very tough cognitive dissonance where you don't remember any time that she was good. Maybe way back then, but you weren't even old enough to remember anything like that. She was always very distant, but you still have this feeling that she's still a great mother, but you can't put any evidence behind it.
I remember her being good. She was always there for me. All of those times when she must have. I know that she was a good mom.
Katya, your mind isn't your own right now. At least not fully. It'll wear off. Dad says it'll wear off, but not just yet. I can put you to sleep for a bit longer without hitting you in the head. I could just let you rest for a bit, and hopefully when you wake up again, you'll feel better.
Okay.
Can
Okay.
Can we sleep here? Can we stop running?
This. I look up at the windmill. This is an evil place. Can I look over at Valakai? Does it seem chill in the walls?
So Valakai is still currently quite a big distance away. You're still like 20 or so miles, even straight 30-ish miles away, even just straight. And from here, it's hard to see, especially with all the mist. You can see the outline of it.
Yeah.
Go ahead and do a perception check. I would say with disadvantage, though.
Let me put it this way. Does it look like a burning wreck? Are there smoke?
It doesn't look like it's on fire at the moment. So there's
That's
that.
all I'm.
But go ahead and do a perception check with disadvantage.
Okay.
With a 10. You can tell it's not on fire. It's not glowing orange, that's for sure.
Okay. I do not know how Valakai is right now. We left it in a very bad spot. But try to go to the tavern. She knows us. She knows me. She will help us.
Okay.
Let's just say as safe a place as you will get.
Okay. Ready?
Once more into the fray.
Sleep.
Okay. Thankfully, Katya does not have enough hit points to where that would be a problem. However, Y also snuggles up next to Sorsha. Just snuggles into your thing and just falls asleep since it affects the next person after, and that would be Y.
And she has 3 hit points.
But no other creatures are affected by this, and so for an hour, Katya is once again asleep. You find yourselves outside of this windmill, Katya warning you of what kind of evil is within here. Not going too much into details. You still have about 4 days travel until you get to, or at least 4 days worth of travel. You guys have been trekking pretty hard for the past 20-ish hours. So, with that, what would you like to do?
Is it too much trouble just to cut across this section of forest here? I mean,
Definitely
I
could.
agree.
cutting a bit of travel
If you-
time off.
If you guys would like to do that, you can. Just so you know, traveling on a paved road or a road like this, a established road, gives you faster travel time. However, cutting across is definitely possible. You also run the risk of running into
movement.
something dangerous within the forest, but that is a risk that you can be willing to take. It also slows you down just a tad bit.
And I'm already at half speed.
But that is up to you. I just want you all to have an informed decision. That way, if you do want to do that, you can. If not, up to you.
I have no spell slots. And most things.
Aurora
see.
talks.
Okay.
Why can't we just travel to a place that we can sleep? I don't know how much longer I can go. I'm surprised I even got this far. I think it's the downhill.
I'm also not doing very well.
We should all rest. It's
I would like to rest somewhere as well.
this place is too dangerous to be tired. Even if we run the risk of him finding us.
So then maybe we just find a spot on the side of the road and just take turns keeping that one unconscious. I feel like I'm about to pass out.
I can carry you. I'm not tired.
It's okay. But here, and she puts an arm around you. Just help me.
I'm just gonna hoist her regardless.
Oof. All right. Go ahead and do an athletics check. Actually, fuck it. She's so weak at this point.
And my
You're able
athletics
to.
is still pretty. Bloggers, 22 regardless.
22.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice.
All right, let's see.
Arxes is proud.
She may look
Gonna do with
skinny, but she's
disadvantage.
lean.
Disadvantage. Wow. She got a 14. She did get a 22 at beginning. She is very strong as a person. However, disadvantage 14. You pick her up and she just kind of immediately you can feel all of her body weight go
Sags.
into almost like a bag of bones in your arms. Like just goes
man.
completely
Leilyn is more like
boneless.
horrified that her mother's like so light,
Mm-hmm.
but she's like kind of chooses not to mention it. Just tucks her up. It's okay.
And she
We'll
just
find somewhere to
kind of
rest.
not nuzzles up, but like her face just falls to your chest and just lays there. Thank you.
I'll mention it.
I reach in one of my pockets and I pull out a ration, just like a snack for her, and I just
Sure.
I put
She
it.
takes it and she begins eating. She doesn't resist. So,
Let's go about a mile away and then hunker
Okay.
down, yeah.
all right. You find a spot up the side of the road. It's a little muddy from all the rain, but there's not much you can do at this point. Unless you want to camp on the road itself, but even that is a little muddy. But you find the driest place that you can and begin settling down. A mile goes by, and then as you set camp, Katya begins to wake. still under that charm. Waning more and more, but still under that charm.
Do you feel like you're about to run? Or anything?
I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what's going on. Why would
Sorsha.
my mother put me under a spell? That doesn't make any sense.
Your mother.
Why did this Mark have to die?
He was
wrong,
trying
right?
to save us from the
And
people your
that's-
mother worked with. Because they were trying to kill us.
And that's bad.
That's bad.
You feel terribly, but it's okay.
Bad that he wanted to save us.
It's bad that they wanted to kill us. It's bad that he died.
They
Killed him.
Good that we ran.
Good that we ran.
Bad that we ran from Mother.
I want to grab
Bad.
Katya's hands.
Mm-hmm.
Katya, look at me. Your mother would have sacrificed every single one of us to Strahd. More importantly, you. Do you remember what happened at dinner? What was announced by your mother in Strahd? Do you remember?
I remember.
Who is Strahd?
He's the Lord of Barovia.
He is your father. I know. I know it is very hard for you to imagine your mother other than good. But she has never done any good in your life.
My father's Krova.
I do.
And-
Well, you know,
That
shouldn't have
doesn't-
brought that up, but we'll delve into that. Please, remember Johans. Remember Irina and
Irina.
Ismark and Isik. You have to remember. Please
They all
remember.
died. No, I killed them.
You did not kill them. She wants you to think that you killed them,
Killed all of them.
but they were on their own
Told me
paths.
to kill them. I killed them for Mother.
You did not kill them. Not a single one of them.
I had to kill them for Mother because Mother wanted me to kill them.
You did not
Have
kill
to.
any of them. You didn't kill them.
Heck.
You did
Mother,
not kill a
That's
single person.
me.
You didn't kill anyone.
I'm holding another sleep spell in case Katya starts to have like a meltdown.
Okay. We're about 20 hours after this charm. It still seems to be in effect.
Katya. Just trust us. Take a leap of faith, yeah,
I trust you.
like we did before.
You're all my friends.
Yes.
Your friends. Remember all the good times. There's so many good things that happened so far, at least. We've known each other for a very short period of time, but I'd like to think we've had good experiences.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like 4 days.
Katya, I need you to remember what happened to Johans. Where's Johans?
I didn't see. Wasn't.
So how
was-
could you kill him
I
if
was
you did
fighting the
not
monster.
see?
Because I couldn't protect him. I wasn't
Yes.
there. I wasn't there to save him.
I was there. No one could have saved him.
Could have done.
What happened to
Something.
Irina?
She was
Tell me.
taken. She was taken
taken.
right out from under me. Strahd came and took her. Right
And
out from under me. I was
Strahd.
right there.
Strahd took her.
Could have done.
What happened to Isik?
He died that same day.
Who killed him?
Strahd killed him.
That is Strahd. What happened to Ismark?
I left him alone. No,
No,
I
They took
I-
you.
I
killed him.
was with Ismark.
I
I was with Ismark.
I attacked him. I had to kill him.
No, you did
Because
not kill
the
him.
only way
He
had to die.
sacrificed himself to save us.
He
None of this is your doing.
He died because I attacked him. I killed him. They all
No.
died.
No. Ismark died protecting all of us. You were under the control of your mother. You had no
She told
control.
me-
If you had control, would you have attacked Ismark?
I did what she told me to do.
Exactly.
I always do what she tells me.
No,
That's not true.
that is not true. This time she enchanted you, but any other time you had free will and you have always done good. You protected your friends. You protected your family.
I never protect them. They always. I don't get it.
You have protected me numerous of times.
But how long can I keep doing that?
As many times as I also protect you. Because
What
that
happens
was
when I slip up? When I fail again? And I lose you
is-
too.
it is the role of the fates. We do not have control over what happens here. Same way that I may be the prophet for the fates, I may fail. And I then will fail the gods. But I will not stop trying. Same way that I know you will not stop either. Your mother did a lot of damage, but you did none. You fought for your friends. You fought for your little family that you made. And you cannot forget this. You cannot let that woman win.
Yeah.
Do we fucking
Excuse
have her
me.
back or what? Jesus Christ.
I can't lose anyone else. I can't lose anymore. It should have been me. Why didn't
Katya,
they take
Katya.
me?
take a seat. Everyone's gonna rest and I'll stay up with you, okay?
She just kind of plops down and puts her face in her hands and just tries to ride this out.
Sure.
Leilyn goes to bed, like clutching her arm.
Mm-hmm. So,
Arxes stays up the whole time.
Katya and Arxes staying up. Go ahead
No,
and do
fall
it.
asleep with my head in Katya's lap.
Okay. Go ahead and do one of you a perception check with advantage, or each of you roll once. Up to you.
Who's each of you? Us two?
Yeah, Katya. I would imagine. Katya, are you falling asleep? Are you just gonna knock out? It's up to you. I just didn't know
what?
that you said try to write it out, so I didn't know if that was your idea of staying
mean,
awake.
Like, write out this, like, weird mental
Sure.
thing I'm having. I don't know if she would fall asleep or not.
I
met-
mean,
She's been
you
unconscious
aren't
most
having
of the day.
any orders. This is starting to wear off at least a little bit. But it's completely up to you. These are your friends. You feel safe around them.
Yeah. I'm gonna...
And
she's
you're
gonna
not
try
feeling
to stay
pulled
awake.
towards castle anymore, at least.
Let's con save it. 13.
13?
I should stay awake.
Okay. So then, yes, one of you make a strength. Nope.
Perception?
Perception. There we go.
Go for it.
All right, I'll do it. That was bad.
Can I leave?
One more
sorry.
with advantage.
Can I
Excuse
leave
me.
Cassette on watch as well? Just having her awake.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Absolutely.
I'm having the coughs tonight. You said a second one?
Yep. So that you can have advantage. All right, that is an 8 total.
Yeah.
You stay up with Katya. Your watch ends after 3 hours, I believe, or 2 hours or so. 2 hours.
I stay up I don't wake anybody up. I know everybody's extremely tired, and I don't.
Okay.
I don't want to interrupt. I will stay up the whole time.
I would like you to do another Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
And Katya, I would like you to do a Constitution saving throw for now.
Okay.
Katya, you get that +3.
Okay.
So you have a 17, so you're fine. Arxes. Unfortunately, you suffer a exhaustion point. Is there anybody that wakes up for the second watch, or is Arxes staying and taking... Okay, Leilyn, you wake up. You wake up to find your dad just nodding off a little bit, but still awake, keeping a watch on Katya.
Ben's gonna wake up and kind of be like, shoo Dad over to go to sleep where Rob is. And she's gonna sit down next to Katya and be like, okay, it's been a couple hours. How are you feeling? Still a lot. Okay. I can't even begin to imagine the pain you're going through right now. Confusion, especially. I won't know, and I don't think I will ever know what it's like to have a mother like yours. But I can try to understand. How about let's walk through it, okay? Tell me about it.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. It was always distant and cold. No matter what I did, she never gave me any praise or attention. I always spent time with my father instead. He never appreciated us. And then fuck, what's his name?
Vigo.
Vigo?
Literally just about to text you. Vigo.
Thank you with the assist. And then my father got sick. I think he was sabotaged. Passed quickly. And she brought Vigo in. Horrible man.
Opposite. Vigo was your dad.
Vigo's my dad. Who's the other guy?
Gorek.
Gorek.
Gorak sounds
that?
infinitely more evil.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I knew it was something weird like that. Anyway, and then she brought Gorek in. That horrible man. He took over the whole town. He imprisoned the villagers. Treated them like cattle. Years. Oh, we were his pawns. Him and his lackeys would come feed on us whenever they were hungry.
It's horrifying. Oh dear.
She was there for the whole thing. She was his partner. She let it all happen. Encouraged it and everything. She... It's the reason I'm like this. She's the reason I had to escape. Ended up here.
Okay. And Leilyn, grabs her hand and casts Cure Wounds.
You don't
Just to
have
kind
your
of, like-
your spells just yet. You have to
I have
finish the
one
long
less
rest. Oh, you
spell
do?
slot. Yeah, on
Nice.
level 1.
Okay.
Clutch spell slot.
Okay.
Last one. Here. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
All right.
Katya.
Let's see it.
Where is it? There it is. Right. Peaks.
That's 6.
Yeah, just to soothe her a little bit because she's been like on half a hit point for a few hours now.
Getting the hit point bopped out of me.
Yeah. Pretty much an entire day at this point.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. It's horrifying, and I'm so sorry that happened to you. And I know we haven't known each other long, but you were one of the first people to approach me when all of this started happening. And I'm gonna do my best to protect you from her. Because we're not monsters, Katya. Not like them.
I don't know if I can believe that anymore. How are we supposed to protect you from me?
I can protect myself.
Me. I hope so.
Listen. In case anything gets too out of hand and we can't subdue each other anymore, I will do what I have to. Trust that I will.
I'll try. I'm counting on you.
So. The 2 hours of your watch go by, and Katya, you feel this overwhelming wash of guilt immediately when you realize what you were doing to Ismark, what happened to him, what your mother had done to you. And you also get this overwhelming feeling of just exhaustion, understanding that you haven't been able to actually sleep for over 48 hours at this point. But
I think
your
if I may,
this last lookout, this last goes uneventful. What would you like to do?
I think the curse wearing off and getting hit with the wave of realization of everything going on, and also not having like the pull of the curse. I think she's fully out, like completely knocked out.
Okay.
Way too much to handle at once, so she clonks out.
Mm-hmm. The last watch. Who wants to take it?
Did I get enough rest to do the watch? Because I had 2 exhaustion points.
You lose one of them after this, but you are able... The watches don't count towards not being able to long rest, so you'd be able to long rest and do a watch.
Okay, then I'll take the next watch.
Okay, so you get up to take this last watch. You find that Katya is completely out. Leilyn, you are then swapped out, and that is that. Arxes, did you end up going to sleep? I think I took the hints that you probably did.
Yeah, he
Okay.
he was gonna protest, but then Leilyn was gonna go sleep next to your wife.
You
and I
were
was
already
like,
falling
"You're
asleep.
right,
You're like, yeah, for sure. Okay. So,
will.
Sorsha, you take the final watch, and for the sake
When
of
you put
brevity,
it like that.
the watch goes uneventful, and you all awaken. Aurora still asleep. Katya probably still asleep. Would you guys like to wake them up?
Do I get all my spells?
How
Everybody finishes a long rest. How about this? How about this?
I can prepare different
We are gonna
spells.
go. We are gonna go to break right now.
Yes.
And you guys can talk about what you guys are gonna do, and when we come back, we can start up from there. We are gonna be giving away a free copy of this one shot called White Dragon Cavern. It's by DM Dave and Tom Kartos. It's a session worth of stuff, and you could play it at level 4, 11, or 14, so it scales up, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, if you want to check it out, it's on Roll20. You can win it here. We are going to start the giveaway here pretty soon. The code for today is Beatrice, because it's her first full session here, so we are going to start the giveaway, and then we will see you all in 15 minutes. See y'all soon. Bye.
See ya.
Back. All right. I think we already know who the winner is. It's Arcaters. Arcaters, you are the winner. I will be sending you the code to the one shot. I'm sure it'll be a lot of fun. So with that, you all begin to wake up after this long rest. You find yourselves in a state of still exhausted but rested. As much as you can be, at least for now. The rain is starting to pick up, and actually it'd be night at this time. You guys are traveling in the dark.
That's bad.
Oh, bad.
Cool.
Real bad.
It's fine. I can see.
So,
With
with
go
that,
ahead and shift into a dire wolf. I think that they have dark vision.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't think they do. I mean, technically, wolves
That's
should
keen
have night
hearing.
vision, but
Yeah.
If they don't,
It
they're
is what it
very
is.
inefficient.
yeah.
I did not mean to click that. I don't know
So-
what I clicked.
You got smell-o-vision?
You
Television.
you all begin to awaken in the night. Would you like to start your travel? What would you all like to do? You see Aurora and Katya are still sleeping. And mechanics-wise, just so you all are aware, Katya would need to sleep another 2 hours in order to benefit from a long rest. Aurora is just sleeping because she hasn't been able to sleep for, sleep well for years.
Can a giant elk carry someone?
See, this is
Yeah.
the thing, too, because, yes, 100% it can. Can it carry someone enough so that they can sleep? Because, I mean,
I
if you're horseback riding, you have to be very aware of what you're doing. And
Unless
you have
you
to,
get-
like...
Unless you're tied to the horse.
you guys want to tie Katya to the elk?
We
I got a
could.
solution. I got a solution if
People
you
got
allow
rope.
me.
People got rope.
Arxes takes some time to put on his armor first.
Of course.
And after he's done with that, he concentrates really hard for about 10 minutes.
Okay.
And he uses a spell slot, second level spell slot, to summon John once again.
Oh my god, John. I
Okay.
remember John.
John, the horse that couldn't keep
John.
up with the carriage before,
Oh, John.
now appears. The black stallion appears before you.
Hey, buddy, I thought we were going to be able to... Anyway,
As-
this is beside the point.
As you look at him, you see the mane is white. And you see that there is a
Cool.
hint of black flame coming from it.
Oh shit.
Just a hint. It's that glow that you had on your sword at one point.
John's decked out now.
Arxes takes a note and doesn't say anything.
Sure.
He just continues going. Yeah. Anyway, and now I'm gonna start speaking to him mentally.
Mm-hmm.
Can you carry Katya and my wife?
He just nuzzles his head up to you. Whoops.
I believe he. 1 second. Let me ping
If
this
not,
spell.
I can turn myself into a horse.
Oh, there we are.
It's true.
Oh, 1 second.
Okay.
My thing decides to. Oh, there we go.
I feel like Sorsha would be
There
a
we go. I believe I can communicate with him, and he understands me. I believe he's able to communicate back.
Understands. Okay, so hold on. So the steed has statistics of chosen form, although it is celestial instead of a normal type. Additionally, your steed if your steed has an intelligence of 5 or less, its intelligence becomes 6, and it gains the ability to understand one language of your choice that you speak. So it definitely understands you.
It also says that we can communicate with each other telepathically at the bottom. So I'm not sure if that means he can.
While you.
Like,
What's
be
your
like-
best horse impression, Johnny?
All right. I don't know how John would sound.
I feel
Uh,
I feel like a lot of snorts.
find your dad.
All right, let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot.
I believe in
Let's
you.
see. Let's see how this goes. He comes up to you and he nuzzles his head next to you, asking for paths, of course. It's been a while. And last time that you summoned him, he wasn't able to get those. But he just... What was your question again?
I asked him if can you carry Katya and my wife safely so they can continue sleep.
Yeah. Yes.
Both?
Oh,
He's yacked. He could totally do it.
All right. Thanks, John.
He just says
Yeah.
yes.
I wanted to carry Katya.
I mean, if you want.
No, I'm just fucking.
Arxes will then be like, okay, yeah, it's gonna be fine. And then he picks them up one by one and just gently sets them across. Like,
See, but that's a thing still, is that are they going to be able to sleep on horseback?
if we
I mean,
summon
they
a
can at least
giant
one of
You
them
could have
can
the two
lean
horses walk
forward.
side by side and have us lay across them.
Yeah. Duh.
But like, if they're sitting on the horse with legs on either side, one's leaning forward along the neck.
I
I
feel
mean-
like we should just have 2 steeds right now. One John, so
How about
he can
this?
lay vertical.
I will allow this to happen. However, one person must always be at the ready, holding them up, basically.
that's fine, I'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll walk on the other side. Why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
So that going forward, I would say that like that's fine. We'll keep it there. That's fine. Okay. You are able to hold them up and keep them from, and you know what? There would need to be somebody on the other end as well. So there would have to be 2 people because they
No,
could
that's what I
lean
said. I'll
this
be
way.
on the other side.
Oh, Sorsha, you said that. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So then, yeah, you 2 are just holding them up
Yeah.
as you guys
And
are traveling.
I'll just give John a bunch of pats, being like, "You're such a good boy, there, John. Is so good."
I like this one. You just hear in your head, Arxes.
That's so dense.
I reply back, she grows on you. Yeah, it's true.
Oh my god.
So, you all travel.
At
For-
at the top of the day, I mix a tincture in a small vial and stuff and put it into the one visible eye, casting dark vision. It expands the pupil.
Nice.
Ooh.
That's fucking awesome. Okay.
Alchemy, baby.
Alchemy.
So, you now have dark vision. You are traveling in the dark, and a few hours go by. Thankfully, Aurora and we'll say you get right about there, towards the edge of the forest that cuts just next to where Valakaya is. If you cut through here, like Beatrice had said, you might save a day of travel. If you cut through here, you also run the risk of dangerous things happening. You weigh your options in front of you as Katya and Aurora awaken on the horse. What would you all like to do?
Oh, you're awake. You guys sleep well?
As terrible as it sounds, it was the best sleep I've had in ages, and it wasn't even that great. But yes, I feel better. Just hungry. I could use your cooking.
You have a lot of it. Once we get somewhere safe.
She just looks around. Wow. She sees the windmill over there, and then just looks towards the forest and the road. Katya, what do you do as you awaken? Now well rested.
Katya is fucking Katya tonic.
Tonic.
Katya tonic.
No.
No one's home. Lights are out.
Okay.
That's it. Like she's.
I adjust my cane up into my arm, adjusting. It's like, no road in Barovia is safe. Might as well take the fastest route.
Sure. Let's do it.
Okay. You see Aurora turning into her wolf form and begins following you. And you all
I
begin
think
to
Katya
make your
could
way.
like sit up enough and keep herself on the horse, but she's barely paying attention and not
You're
responding
conscious,
to anybody.
just
Yeah.
got it.
Out.
So, as you come to the edge of the forest, begin making your way inside. Somebody roll a d20 for me.
Got it. Oh, don't got it. It just keeps
Oh my
putting
God.
me somewhere else. Hold on. I got it.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in you.
And we're gonna take a look. Okay,
Oh.
17.
Oh.
All right, I am going to roll on my end. 1 second. Whoops. See if she joins. Our overlay is a little off. Extell is cut off here.
Oop.
Ellen's having a little issue with her internet.
That's fine.
If you couldn't tell. Here, I'll join my my phone until she comes. That way. We're gonna change that to Beatrice. There we go.
He's
Cool.
here.
Okay,
in
so whenever
spirit.
she is here, we will change. So let's roll. Okay. Huh. Okay. I like this. All right. So you all continue making your way into this forest. staying on high alert. Whoever would like to roll for perception can do so.
Why not? I'll do it.
Okay.
Also, I would like as well.
Okay, I will let Sorsha. You already rolled, so go ahead and do a advantage.
I
roll.
thought it was an all like everyone roll perception type thing.
It's just a group check, but somebody helms that roll, so go ahead and do it with advantage.
Oh, okay.
Since other people are helping as well.
I don't see anything.
Okay, so 16. About an hour goes by. This forest is muddy and treacherous to get through, especially with how tired everybody is, but you chug along. And then you see Sorsha. From the left side, you see a horse figure and a person on it. And it seems to
I
just...
recognize the person
You see
on
it. It's like a shadow at this point because of how dark it is. But you see it cross between two trees, and then the dense trees are too thick to see where it goes. Kind of disappears in the darkness, but you saw it for sure.
I'll whistle at Leilyn. Like a really soft one, just... And then I'll just point. I'll do like the eyes and like point over there.
Do I see it?
Leilyn, go ahead and do a perception check on your own. 25.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey.
With your dark vision,
Yeah.
you look over and you are able to see what looks to be a skeletal horse.
I want the skeleton horse.
Whoa, dope.
Going past another tree. And as it finally passes by that tree, you see on top of it this shrouded figure in tattered cloth, just sitting upright and continuing forward, not looking towards you, just straight ahead. And with a 25, you're able to see underneath this tattered cloth, coming out to about middle of the forearm, you see the visible part from the middle of the forearm down is skeleton. You see it stop for a second. And out of a pouch just on its side pulls out this spyglass and just begins looking
What the fuck?
before putting it away and continuing forward past all of you. It's about maybe 40 feet away, but it just continues making its way away from you at this moment.
Grim Reaper incoming. She's gonna walk up to Sorsha and kind of be like,
I just saw the shadow. What did you see?
it was a skeleton horse with this man or thing riding on top. Padded clothes. It looked like a skeleton on the skeleton horse. And he had like this spyglass and he was just looking around.
Would I know, with her description, would I actually know what that may be?
Do a history check. You've heard of skeletal riders before. This isn't a one-off thing. Though the origin of these is something you can't remember exactly, but this is something that isn't uncommon in Barovia.
Okay. Would I know what their purpose is? Like,
Hello,
would
everybody.
I know-
You just got raided.
Hi.
Hi.
would I know how, like, what they would be summoned for?
With a 17, no.
Okay.
As far as it comes to like what their origin is, why they're here, what their purpose is.
Okay.
I mean, you would know that it's not. They don't have a true purpose. With the 17, you would know that they pretty much go around aimless, searching for something that they never find.
Okay, so it could be assumed that we are not what they're looking for. If he had a spyglass, looked at us, and moved on.
They didn't look at you.
Oh,
they
they
looked
didn't.
directly ahead where you guys are basically. So it was to your left. You saw the figure moving, and then Leilyn looked to the left and saw that the figure was just continuing parallel to you guys, not perpendicular. They weren't coming towards you. They were just continuing away from you.
Okay. But I would assume that I would also know that, like, if we attack them, then they would attack us. So if they leave us alone, we leave them alone type thing.
It's kind of like a thing in the druidic circle that you lived in that don't attack them. They're already lost. It's like beating a dead horse kind of thing.
Ha, 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 ha.
That was unintended, but perfect.
It works.
It's like not beating a dead horse.
We may not be what they're looking for, so we must leave them alone until they come to us. Just be mindful of them. I'm pretty sure that they are not looking for us, or they would have found us.
Yeah, he's like right next to us. It'd be kind of embarrassing if he still couldn't find us if he was right there.
Well, they also are skeletons. I mean,
Hey, John, don't do that. It's mean.
yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
So, continuing on, no combat, only finding that skeletal rider passing by you. You come out the other end of this forest. I can't even get to the point where I know what time it is at this point. But let's see. Okay, so 24 hours after that would have been nighttime when Katya got done because of that. Then it would have been another 2 hours to get there. Midnight. And then another another 6 hours to get through the forest. So you guys are getting into the early hours. You can see that the sun is starting to rise on the other side of the clouds above. It's getting into the early morning. However, you have walked an entire day's worth of 25 hours, or 25 miles. Would you guys like to stop? You can see that Valakai is on the end of this road, probably another day's worth of travel. Would you like to rest or continue on?
Is it so we've been traveling a day, or is it?
You traveled pretty much a day at this point. A day's worth. It's 8 hours, but like you guys are going into exhaustion if you go any past that. So it's currently about like 6 o'clock in the morning.
How's the mist?
The mist is as per usual. Nothing out of the ordinary.
I'm fine with camping if everyone else is.
Okay. So, with camping, for the sake of brevity, you guys finish a long rest once again. But Katya, let's do this.
Oh boy.
As you go to sleep, you find your consciousness coming back to your dreams as always. Though you notice a lot more of these becoming more vivid, more real. This one is one of them. you find yourselves at the door of Durst Manor. So long ago. You feel the rain falling onto you, and you finally turn around to find Barovia, the village. People aren't in the streets just like before. Crying of Mad Mary is no longer polluting the air. But begin to smell this delicious something. You feel it coming from within the village. You begin following it, trying to find the source, until you find that it's coming from the open windows of the most nearest hovel. And inside you see this family at the table, enjoying food, what little they have, but yet that's not what you're smelling. As you look towards them, you can almost see red pulses on their necks of the flowing blood. You can hear their heartbeat every single time that they beat. And you can see, as you stand there in the window, each of them looking towards you and just freezing. I would like you to do a wisdom saving throw.
Not my strong suit.
Real good.
17?
Yes.
17.
Okay.
You stand at the window and they freeze like deer in headlights, staring at a monster. And then you kind of shake your head and look at them, look past you, find nothing behind you, and you begin to realize that they're scared of you. And that's enough for you to snap out of this, and you just begin to hear and then you wake up in the morning. And that's it. But you all finish a long rest without any sort of encounters or anything like that. And you have the road ahead of you. It is currently about 2 p.m., so it's about midday. If you start now, you can get to Valakai by the end of the night. So, without anything else, you beeline it to Valakai, and there you come to a new site for most of you, except for Katya. Katya, you find the entire town has been in a state of just destruction. The fire that had once roared through this town has taken a lot of victims. You see the wall that used to be set and protecting Valakai, many places of it are burned down and broken. Only scaffolding and makeshift pieces of wood have been set in its place. Something that wouldn't stand a chance against any sort of predator. The gates are closed, but it's more of a formality at this point, as you see just next to the giant gates a huge opening that you can see through people walking. And as you're making your way up to the front gates, you see that there are guards. They're all in messed up armor and all completely dirt caked. But as you approach, they seem to notice you. Say, "Halt! What is your business with Valakai?"
I will speak.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm actually looking back through the notes real quick. We need to talk to the Mordekov brothers. Please, we are family.
Do a persuasion check.
Okay. Do I get advantage because, like, technically...
Not for this.
Ha! Alright. Persuasion?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. What just happened? Alright.
17. Nice.
With the +0.
Okay. So, with a 17, you see the guard just look at you. And all of you. Open the gates. Let them in. And the gates open to where you find a shattered town. Many buildings are burnt to crisps and rubble. You can see only a few people walking through the streets, but as you enter Valakai, we are going to end tonight's session. We had a really late break because we were getting through some stuff, but we're going to end here, and then we'll pick up next session as the group visits, well, Katya visits Valakai for the second time, whereas the others visit for the first.
Let me show you all my favorite spots.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You know all the good places. in
there's
town.
This is where it burned down the building.
There's this
Exactly.
one place, but it doesn't
Exactly.
exist anymore because
Yep.
it's
Where
on
we-
fire.
Overthrew and killed the burgomaster.
Oof. Lots of good stuff here.
Yes.
Fond memories.
So, with that, thank you everybody for joining us. Thank you for all the raiders that joined us. I'm sorry that you guys got only like 20 minutes of content, but hey, if you want to watch the full thing, check out our VOD. And if you like our stuff that you did see, consider following us. Subscribe if you want to. You don't have to, but share with your friends. That's the most important part. And you can follow all of the other links that we're going to have in the chat to support us. If you are watching the recording, thank you. Like and subscribe on YouTube. Give us a review on podcasts. Make sure to follow us on social media, which again is going to be in the chat or the episode description. And again, thank you all so much for joining us. Make sure to level up, and we'll see you all next on Wednesday. We'll see you on
Yeah.
Wednesday.
We'll see you
Join us
Wednesday.
for our
Yeah.
Vampire Masquerade Part 2.
Good catch.
Now,
Good catch.
Come
it's
through.
gonna
It's
be
gonna be a
dope.
great
It was
time.
a lot of fun. We'll see you all then, and yeah. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.